This program contains adult language and situations which may be considered offensive to some viewers and/or children, but more likely their parents.
Hey people, it's DLF, and ow. Alright, I just got out of the shower. Alright, something I gotta talk about. So, yesterday I got into a huge fucking argument with somebody. I got into a huge argument with somebody because hold up. So, somebody's over there, one of my friends on Facebook, she's called me a racist. I don't know why. It all started, okay, so here's what happened. I actually went yesterday to go see a new apartment in the bad areas. You know, according to my mom, anything that's outside of Lovejoy is the bad areas. And yeah, I went to go see an apartment that wasn't in their definition of the good areas. So with that said, I went to go see an apartment. I really liked the apartment. There's only one problem though, and it's kind of minor, but it's like, okay, so here's the thing, okay? It is September 23rd. The landlord wants it rented out by October 1st. So I called up Belmont. I said, hey, listen, the landlord wants it rented out by October 1st. I mean, I know they have to go in there and do the inspection and all that. So I would really like to get in there by at least like mid-October. So Belmont said, oh, no, you can't do that. Why not? Because we don't pay for 2 apartments at once. So pretty much what they would have to do. Hi, Gravy. Pretty much what they do is, if I have to move, it's gotta be at like the first of the month or something like that. Okay, it has to be like that because whatever. Okay. So I called back the landlord at the new place, and I said, listen, they said I can only move like on the first of months or whatever. He said that's going to be a problem because he wants the place rented out by the 1st of October. So, okay. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to work with him to, I'll call him back maybe like in a week or so, like right near the end of this month. I'll call him back sometime, maybe, next week or something, just to see if the apartment's still available, because he wants the thing rented out he wants someone in there on October 1st. Okay, so I'm going to call him back probably next week. Okay, just to see if somebody already took it or whatever. He said he has other places available in that area, so I don't know. I might go and just take one of his other places too, if it's not in like a big ghetto, you know. So I called up my county worker, my big goofy county worker, and I told her I fucking hate this bitch too. I'm like this close. I'm this close to just saying I want a new fucking county worker. She's just a fucking bitch, okay? And she you know, she's just fucking bitchy, and she's just nasty. She's a nasty woman, okay? She's just really nasty and rude. She's like one of those. She's like one of those, like, what do you call it? She's like one of those black women that think they're all cool and big and bad. Like, I'm a fuck queen, yo, like all that shit. Like, like all that shit. And she's like this big ghetto black woman. And she's like one of those black women that's like, But she comes off as kind of like fucking nasty, you know what I'm saying? She's a nasty woman, what am I gonna say? So, it's just, hey, Grady, what are you doing? So, we're getting into it, we're like, I'm saying like, listen, I want to fucking move, you know, pretty much give me the fucking security deposit so I can move out of this racist ass neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, oh, well, you gotta think about other things too. I'm like what? Oh, we gotta get you new furniture, cause is that you can't take that furniture with you, cause that was already in the apartment that has to stay, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. She's like, oh, and we gotta get you a new bed because, you know, you sleeping on a mattress on the floor. We don't do that. What do you mean we don't do that? Who's we? Who's we? You're not a teenager. Your mother won't allow. I said, when she said that, I was like, listen, I don't even speak to my mother, okay? And she's like, why not? It's none of your damn business, okay? It's a family matter. That's the end of it. Okay? And he's like, but you're not sleeping on a mattress. Not while I'm in charge. You're not in charge. You don't tell me how to live. That's the bottom line. I said, listen, if you want to buy me the whole fucking mattress, what do you call it? The fucking frame and the fucking box spring. I'm not paying for a fucking bed frame. I told her this. I said, I'm not paying for a bed frame, okay? I'm not paying for it, okay? I said, if I find out that you're using my money to buy a bed frame and a box spring, I'm reporting it. Right there. I'm not buying I'm not doing it. I'm sorry, I'm not doing it. Okay, I like the way I sleep now. Okay, you know, you don't own this home, so you don't get a say. That's what I said, pretty much. She's like, well, your mother won't approve of this. I'm like, I don't care what my mother doesn't approve of. Okay? And she's like, why? What do you got against? I said, I'm not getting into it. This is a family matter. It's none of your concern. And I just gave her a little, you know, I gave her kind of a, what do you call it? Just a brief, very brief detail about it. I said, listen, I was in the hospital. I keep telling her I'm in the hospital. I was actually in jail, but I was in the hospital. I keep telling my county worker that I was in the hospital, you know, because I didn't want to tell her I'm in jail. So I'm in the hospital, and my mom came in here and stole a bunch of shit out of my house. That's all I said to her. She's like, what'd she steal? I said, again, it doesn't matter. This isn't your concern. This is a family matter. And I don't care what my mother doesn't approve of or does or doesn't. My mother's not going to know where I'm living, okay? She does not know. And she will not know unless she follows me. Right now, she's not even allowed on this street. She's not allowed on Green Street between Ludington and William Street. Okay? Same for my dad. Not allowed on the street. If I see him on the street, I call the police. Because they're going to my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this close to like just asking for a new caseworker. Okay? I'm this close. Because she just pisses me off. She's like one of those, she's like, what do you call it? One of those, what do you call it? She's like one of those, you know, annoying black women, okay? Like, I don't need no man. I got my weave and I got my fucking nails and whatever the fuck they talk about. I don't know. So anyway, I'm chatting with one of my friends on Facebook, and I'm telling her, yeah, look, I got this new. I took a picture of the new apartment. I took a picture of the outside of the house. Beautiful house. Okay. And she's like, yeah, I wish you could get that house and everything. You need to get on top of that. I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. You know, because I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait until a week or so. Just because I can't even move in the middle of fucking I can't move. Like the landlord said that even if I get a security deposit down, he would want me to still move. He wants the fucking rent. He said even though Belmont won't let me move on the middle of October, he says that, oh yeah, you would still have to pay for October, even though I can't move in. So it's not even worth me like trying to put security down just so I can move in November, because he still wants, you know, he wants a month of rent, you know, for like October, if that makes sense. Because he wants this. The only thing that's really gonna get me that place is waiting it out and seeing and just taking it if no one else takes it, you know. So that's why I'm gonna call him back in a week, because it is almost the end of September now. So, and I gotta give my landlord 30 days, and you know, it's bullshit. It's complete bullshit the way that they do it over at Belmont. It's just bullshit. It's just it's I don't know. It's just so much hassle to do. It's just so much hassle. But they're paying for my rent, and that's what matters, I guess. So I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. I'm just gonna wait until the I'm gonna wait until like like more toward the end of the month and all that, so that I can, you know, get everything together. See if that place is still available, because that's the only way I can really do that. So I'm talking to my friend. I'm like, yeah, my oh, that's the other thing. My county worker's like, oh, you need a bed frame, so to prevent you from getting bed bugs. Wait, what? Wait, what? What the fuck did you just say? She's like, you get bed bugs if you don't have a bed frame. What the fuck are you talking about, woman? That's not how you get bed bugs, okay? I had bed bugs, and that's not how you get them. I had a frame when I got bed bugs. I had a frame, and I still got bed bugs. What the fuck are you talking? Why would the frame prevent bed bugs? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It makes no sense, and I think she's talking out of her ass. I don't know, but she's also saying that I can get bed bugs from having the cat as well, which is completely untrue because the bed bugs don't like the cat. Okay, the bed bugs. The thing is with bed bugs is that they what do you call it? They won't go on the cat because of the cat's fur. The cat's fur, I don't know. It's like a weird type of fur, and it actually prevents them. Like my cat was sitting in the middle of the bed bug bed, and she was unaffected by it. Something about how, something about, the fur on the cat or whatever. They can't get through the fur or something. So she's fucking no, the cat can get fleas, but not bed bugs. Cat doesn't, because I didn't even like wash my cat when I had bed bugs. Okay, and the cat did not like bring bed bugs to my new apartment because the bed bugs did not, the bed bugs didn't travel with the cat, if you know what I'm saying here. Because it has something to do with their fur that they can't, like the bed bugs can't like move through their fur or something. They just don't go on the cat. Okay, I was getting eaten up by bed bugs. The cat was right next to me and she was unaffected pretty much. So anyway, I was chatting with my friend. I made a fucking comment. I said, you can get bed bugs now if you don't sleep on a bed with a frame, right? And I was like, yeah, my county worker's fucking stupid, And she's like, yeah, I never heard of that either. I'm like, yeah, she's saying I need to get a frame for my bed because she won't let me sleep on the floor. Like, I'm not even I'm like on a mattress, okay? It's like, I'm sleeping on a mattress that's on the floor. Okay? And she's like, oh, no, you need this. I said, I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. If you want me to have this fucking, bed frame and everything else, then you're gonna pay for it. I'm not paying for shit regarding that. I'm happy the way I am now. And I said, I was like, I'm happy. This is what I said to my friend. I said, I'm happy sleeping like a Chinaman, okay? I don't need no bed frame and a box spring and all that. You give me a mattress, put it on the floor, that's it. So my friend was like, oh, you didn't need to say that without saying racial slurs. I'm like, what? She's like, You just said you sleep like a Chinaman. Yeah, so where's the racial slur here? And you get all pissed off like, oh, you're saying Chinaman. Why is Chinaman a racial slur now? Since when did Chinaman become a racial slur? Somebody please say, what? Since when did Chinaman become a racial slur? Since when? Since when? Why is that so offensive now? Why is China? I'm gonna say it like just to piss people off. I'm gonna say it just like Donald Trump from now on. Why is Chinaman such a racial slur? Since when did Chinaman become a racial slur? All it means is somebody from China. You know what I'm saying? It's not a racial slur. It's the same thing as me saying Englishman, or Frenchman, or Irishman. It's the same exact thing. You know, what are we going to do next? We're going to sit here and, you know, I'm offended when people say American men. Okay? And we need to get rid of, we need to stop listening to the Guess Who's American Woman as well, because that's a racial slur. How about that one? You know, Cash Me Outside, how about that? You know what I'm saying? Chinaman is not a racial slur. And if it is, we need to get rid of Irishman, Frenchman, Englishman, American men, and American woman from the Guess Who. Okay? It's not a racial slur. All it is it means somebody from China. Okay? All it means is somebody from China. Okay? That's all it means. What am I gonna say? And all I meant by it was, you know how Chinese people they like sleep on a cot. That's the way they sleep. They also have like their kitchen tables in China. They're like the size of, they're like the height of my coffee table, and they all kneel at the thing there. That's what they do. You know, so I like sleeping like that. I'm sorry. You know, it's not racist. It's not racist to say Chinaman. You know, it's not racist to say Chinaman. You know, and if it is, we need to get rid of Irishman, Englishman, Frenchman, American men, and American woman. Okay? And then she's like, oh well, you always post racist jokes on Facebook. I'm like, what? So then she pulls up a post I made like 10 years ago, right? Now, it was like about 2 weeks ago. I made this post on Facebook. It was like, it was a picture. It was two pictures side by side. It was like, one picture was of Flava Flav with his fucking gold and his fucking clock and everything, and the other picture on the right was like a picture of somebody from like Africa with a big fucking lip plate and a bone through their nose and all that happy horse shit. On the picture of Flava Flav, it said something like, this man was a descendant of what did it say? This man is a descendant of an African slave that was brought over to America, or something like that. And then on the picture of the African person, this person was a descendant of somebody that was left behind or something. And it's supposed to show that fucking Africa's poor. Okay, and the people, the black people here have it a lot better here than they do over there. That's all I was trying to show. You know, but somehow she thought it was racist. Oh, by the way, how the fuck am I racist? Okay, I have black friends. Okay, yeah, I know. Oh, here we go with that. No, seriously, we need to get rid of that. Because if I was really a racist, I wouldn't have black friends. Okay. Have you ever seen a KKK man, a KKK man? Somebody in the KKK, somebody in the Ku Klux Klan. Have you ever seen them with a black person? Like friends? No. You know why? Because they fucking hate black people. That's the point I'm trying to make here. See, here's the thing. Having black friends is a way to say that you're not racist. Because if I was racist, I wouldn't even want to be hanging out with people that are another color or whatever. Same thing with people saying, oh yeah, you could have gay friends and still be a homophobe. Well, how is it that if I was a homophobe, I wouldn't want to be around gay people, okay? If I was a transphobe, I would not want to associate with transgender people. That's the point I'm making here. So, yes, having black friends means you are not racist. That's the end of story. Now, the other thing is that when you look at me, what do you see? You see a white man, don't you? No, I'm not white. I'm black. Yeah, for real, I'm black. Look at my last name, Constantino. Where do you think that name came from? Italy. It's an Italian last name. And Italians are black. Okay? Italians are part black. Because if you know the history of Italy, you would know that the Moors, who were black, by the way, the Moors came in and conquered Italy and, you know, had children with the Italian women, and now Italians are black. Or they're part black, I should say. So, you know, you got people like FOT, you know, oh, don't use the N-word. Well, I can use the N-word. I'm black. I'm part black. Maybe I can use like half of the N-word. You know what I'm saying? But still, I have black in me. Anybody that's Italian has black in them. Baloney arm, black. Baloney arm's mom, black. Okay? My mom, I don't know. My mom, my dad, black. My dad's black. My grandfather on my dad's side, black. My grandmother, black. They're all fucking black. Okay? My cousins, double black, because Puerto Ricans are black as well. and because they have Italian in them, that makes them more black than regular Italians. Who else? Just anybody. Dick Voila, Dick Viola, whatever the hell you want to call him. That sounds Italian to me. Dick Voila is black. The Dick Voila is black now. That sounds Italian. That sounds Italian. I just watched a video of James Rolfe. He's black. He's Italian. He said he had his whole family's Italian. Rolfe doesn't sound like Italian to me, but if he says his family's Italian, then that means that AVGN is black. So I'm allowed to use the N-word. I can't be racist because black people can't be racist. And I was pretty much criticizing my own race, you know. So I'm black. Hold on. Somebody mentioned me in a comment. I'm black. I'm a black man. Okay. Who else is black now? Just anybody that has an Italian name that has Italian in them, they're fucking black. The Godfather. Okay, black. Oh, who's that guy? Who's that guy? Frank Sinatra, black. He's double plus black. You know what I'm saying? He's more black than Wesley Snipes. Okay? And that's true because Wesley Snipes is not a black man. He's a purple man. You know what I'm saying? He's so black that he's purple. Okay? So Wesley Snipes is so dark that he transcended the blackness, and now he's not even black, he's purple. Okay? So yes, Frank Sinatra, I'm more black than Wesley Snipes. Frank Sinatra's more black than Wesley Snipes. Okay? So don't give me that shit. Don't give me that shit that I'm racist, because remember, what you believe is that racism equals prejudice plus power. Okay? So that means black people can't be racist because they're not in a position of power. And even if you take Italians, okay, Italians are not in a position of power. Henceforth, I cannot be racist because I'm not in a position of power. Do I look like I'm in a position of power? I'm living in fucking Lovejoy. And let's get something straight here. I'm so fucking racist that I'm trying to move out of my racist ass neighborhood into more diverse neighborhoods where racism is completely fucking tolerated in the more diverse neighborhoods. Yeah, that makes so much fucking sense. That's what you call retard logic right there. Okay? That's what I call retard logic. I'm so fucking racist, I'm trying to move out of my racist neighborhood and into a... I'm trying to move in with the blacks. Okay? So don't give me that shit that, oh, you're racist. If I was racist, I wouldn't want to move to where I'm moving to. Okay? I wouldn't want to move to where there's more than, you know, more than just whites. Okay? Lovejoy is racist. And as a racist, I demand that I move to a more diverse neighborhood. Because racism is completely tolerated in more diverse neighborhoods. That's what I gotta say about that one. Okay? Because the best place for a racist is in the middle of a fucking ghetto, right? That's how it works, right? Racists want to be in the middle of... They want to be the minority in their neighborhood, right? Makes complete sense to me. No, it doesn't. If I was racist, I would just still stay in Lovejoy. If I was racist, I wouldn't be calling out those fucking racists that I have to listen to at the fucking food pantry. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be sitting there, you know, live streaming fucking racist conversations that racist people are talking, okay? Because racism has no place in the areas that I want to move to. Okay? Racism is a staple of Lovejoy here. It's a staple in Lovejoy and Kaisertown. You will never go into a barber shop or any other place ever in other parts of the city and constantly listen to full conversations about how the niggers, and yes, I can say that word because remember, I'm black. You will never hear a conversation going on in, I don't know, North Buffalo, Elmwood Village, Allentown, about how the niggers are taking over the city. Only in fucking Lovejoy will you hear that kind of talk. That's it. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. You will never hear about running Abdul off the road in Allentown or Elmwood Village or North Buffalo or Kenmore. You'll never hear about it. Not in public anyway. But here, because remember, I used to go to a barber shop on Clinton Street where my dad used to take me, $4 for a haircut. You can't, then he raised it to $5. I'm like, I'm not going anymore. Then my dad started becoming cheap and he's like, oh yeah, $5 for a haircut's too much. When I could just cut my own hair and look like an asshole for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But we used to go in there, he's like, okay, that's all we hear was, niggers, you know, they're taking over. Yeah, they speak Spanish at this Rite Aid here. They speak Arabic. Who the fuck cares? just cut my goddamn hair and take your racist shit out of my neighborhood. And if I knew how to do it, I would clean up fucking Lovejoy. I would make it like the Elmwood Village of the East Side. I would make it actually livable here if I knew how. All the racists in here would be kicked out. We would have black people moving in, Spanish. We'd have everything, and it would work fine. And anybody that's as so much as opens their mouth about it, you can fucking leave. You could go move. You could go move to your fucking trailer park in Lackawanna. For all I care. Because you know why? Because you gotta look at some of these people that are talking this filth, this racist drivel, talking about how they're so much better than everyone else. Oh, I'm so much better than the blacks around here. I'm so much better than the Spanish people. You know, look at yourself. Look at yourself. You look like the product between two fucking this is what happens when fucking cousins fuck, okay? And you think that you're genetically superior to everyone that out there? You're fucking inbred and you're white trash, okay? You look like white, you look like classic white trash. You look like you belong in a fucking trailer park. You look, that's everybody in Lovejoy. You look like a fucking meth head, okay? You look like you belong in a fucking trailer smoking fucking meth and you know, you look like a fucking junkie, and you think that all these people that you're talking shit about are better than you. Look at you. You're wearing fucking pajama pants in the middle of the afternoon. And you're buying fucking food with food stamps. And then on top of that, you're whipping out your fucking iPhone. You think you're better than those people. Those people. You think you're better than the blacks. No one's better than anyone. Okay? The blacks are not better than us. And you're not better than them. So, and I'm not better than some fucking Chinaman, and some Chinaman is not better than me. That's not a racial slur. It's not. It's not a racial slur. It literally means somebody from China. Okay? When you play the game cricket, there's this term in there called the Chinaman. Okay? Are we gonna you know, we're not fucking changing names here. That's what it's called. It's called the Chinaman. Go look up the fucking game cricket. There's something in there. I forget what it was. It was like I think it's like a piece of equipment. It's called the Chinaman. The Chinaman. How about the China bell? That's a part of a drum. Okay, that's like the crash cymbal or whatever, and it has that you know how that's like that flat disc, and then like right in the middle there's like that hump, and if you hit that it's like a bell. They call it the China bell. Okay? They call it the China bell. The China. China. You gotta say it like Donald Trump does, or else you don't get the effect. China. 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 That's how you say it. China. 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 If you keep saying it, it doesn't even sound like a word. China. 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 Chinaman. The Chinaman Express. How is that not racist? We should go back and just say the Chinese People Express. Then she's going on and on about how, oh, I said, okay, sorry, Chinaman is a fucking racial slur. I was like trying to humor. Oh, Chinaman is a okay, whatever. Chinaman is a racial slur. What I meant to say was I like sleeping like Chinese people. And he's like, oh, that's racist too. How's it racist? Make up your goddamn mind. She's like, oh, you could just say, oh, you just like sleeping with a mattress on the floor. No. I'm going to say I like sleeping like a fucking Chinaman. Chinaman. Like how my dad says when my mom drives with the seat all the way back and she's like this. Supposedly she's driving like a Puerto Rican. I don't know why that means anything, but I see a lot of people drive like that. It's more the lazy people way of driving. Like, yeah, you got your seat all the way back, you got the seat tilted back, you're just like this. Isn't that kind of hard to drive like that, by the way? Isn't it kind of hard? Yeah, let's get a fucking pillow. Let's get a blanket in the car. You can go driving while you sleep. Seat all the way back, one hand on the steering wheel like this. I don't get it. Get yourself a fucking pillow and blanket and all that other shit, and you can sit there and nap while you drive. Yeah. I don't know. I see a lot of people drive like that, regardless of who they are. It's not like a one group type of thing. Just like, you know, smoking menthol cigarettes are not a black thing. Because I know a lot of white people that smoke Newport and menthols. It's not a... But that's what I'm saying. I mean, what I'm saying here is that I'm being called all this shit and it's not even true. I want to move out of here because I think that this neighborhood is racist. Among other things, this neighborhood is not good. It's not safe. No matter what my parents say, anybody that likes Lovejoy and anybody that they're racist. Because there's no other reason to actually be liking this neighborhood. Other than, oh yeah, I want to be with the other racists. It's not a nice place to live. Where I want to live, I will say this though, where I'm living is west of Main Street. Where I want to live is west of Main Street. Okay, that's where the good areas are. Okay, and I also want to note that once I get a driver's license, once I get a car, I can't wait to, you know, have somebody and have like my dad or my mom in the car or something. I can't wait to have them in the car and say, hey, I'll be driving around my neighborhood, doors unlocked, and then we have to go like to my parents' house. They're like, okay, we're going into bad areas, lock your door when we go into Lovejoy. I can't wait to do that. Because it seems like whenever we drive. Well, sometimes a lot of times, whenever we drive around with my dad, he's like, "Oh, lock your doors. We're going into bad areas." And it's always when we get out of Lovejoy. You know, it's like, lock your doors. We're going into bad areas now. Like, what? Why is this a bad area? Because there's black people. Ooh. You know, that's what I think. I'm like, why is this such a bad area? And then you see, then there's, then the one day we're driving around, like, was it Walden and Bailey, me and my dad, and he sees this black guy walking on the street. He's like, "Oh, look, there's a drug dealer." I'm like, "How the fuck do you know he's a drug dealer?" "Oh, I know." "No, seriously, how do you know?" "Oh, just look at him." I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? He's just a guy walking down the street. He's like, "I can tell what a drug..." "What, you know that guy?" "Let me guess, you bought pot from that guy, right?" "Oh, I just know what drug deal..." He looks like a guy walking down the street. It's a guy walking down the street. And I know what he was thinking. I didn't want to say it. I was trying to get him to say it. We all know what he was thinking. It's a black guy walking down the street. He must be a drug dealer. Okay. So you're telling me that why do you even care if he's a drug dealer or not? I stole half an ounce of weed from you, okay? So, or weed, as I should say, because that wasn't fucking weed. I'll tell you this right now, that what I stole from my dad that one day wasn't weed. So hence I never stole his weed. Because it wasn't weed. I don't know what the fuck it was. But it wasn't weed. It was fake weed at that. Because real weed would have showed up in a drug test. In a hair drug test, I should say. It would have showed up in a hair drug test 6 months after the fact. Here's what happened, for real. I went, I stole the weed in last August, okay? That was like right after I moved in here. It was like less than a month after I moved into this apartment. I stole the weed, and that was it. I used it later that day, okay? So right there, that's August of 2016. Now, I got a job in November of 2016. That was right before Thanksgiving of that year. I was only there for about a week or so. It was a cleaning job, cleaning the Goodyear plant in Niagara Falls, and I just couldn't do the job. I really couldn't. It was just really, really, really hard for me. Yeah, it was just really fucking hard. Not hard, but it was brutal. Let me just say, I had to clean a factory, and it was just, it was very dangerous. It was just, I had to wear like this big jumpsuit, which after putting that on, it's pretty much I was wearing like 2 pairs of pants. You know, I'm fucking sweating the whole time because I'm pretty much like wearing like double clothes, and I hate wearing pants in general. Now I gotta wear pretty much 2 pairs of pants. And I'm walking like this with the fucking jumpsuit, because that's the way I'm walking. I can barely walk in this thing. Like this, I can't do this. It was hot as hell. We had to clean the locker rooms, which, those were always like very, they were very humid in there. They were like a big steam room pretty much. And of course it had to be, that was like the biggest, that was like the longest place you would have to go and clean. We were in there, that took the longest time to clean. Of course, right? A big sweaty place, you know, was the longest. I was like, dude, I can't stand this fucking humidity in here. And, you know, he tried to give me to do a floor machine, like a floor scrubber. And I had to break, I ended up breaking a table. Because it like went all over the place, and it was just like I almost hurt myself. I was like, and then I think that's the last straw was like I plugged something in, and then I had to unplug it, and the plug just fell apart on me. And I was just like, shit, I don't know. It was just a bad, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do the work. It was just, I really couldn't. But when I got that job, they made me go and get a hair drug test. Now, remind you, I went to go, I used that weed in August. It was like late August. Okay, I used that weed. Okay, I used the weed in late August, mid to late August, I should say. And I didn't get so August, September, October, November. That's 3 months. That's 3 months that went by. So a hair drug test goes back 6 months. So it should have showed up in a hair drug test. Okay? So for that job, I had to go get a hair drug test, and I was like kind of freaking out, like saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get this job because I wouldn't be able to pass a hair drug test." And everybody that I've talked to about it says, "Oh yeah, you're gonna fail this fucking drug test. If it's a hair drug test, you might as well just fucking not even do it." And so I did it anyway, and it came back negative. Like, what? That marijuana should have showed up in a hair drug test for 6 months after using it. But it didn't. And I should have had, let's see, somebody's calling me. Hold on. Hold up. So, I mean, that should have showed up. Let's see, August, September, October, November, September, October, November, December, January. It should have been out of my system in February. So if I got a hair drug test, it should have been it should have stayed in my system until February of 2017. So what I stole wasn't pot. It wasn't. It wasn't pot. I'm convinced of that. I never stole your pot because it wasn't pot. So I mean, that's it. I didn't steal any pot from him. Because it wasn't pot. It was something else. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't pot. I didn't steal pot from them. So, and also I'm getting that job. I'm starting to I'm gonna work again. I'm going back to work. I'm probably gonna. I think I'm starting on Monday. I'm not sure. I have to go down to immediate care today. I got a PPD test done. When was it? I got it done Thursday, I think. And they said, oh, you gotta come back today and get it read. So I gotta go back down there like around 3 something to get that thing read. And I don't think I have tuberculosis. When they first injected me with that bullshit, it was like a hard lump, but it went away. It went away within 15 minutes. So, and it hasn't come back. So I mean, I still got the mark on my arm from it, but they said if it's like a hard lump, then I have tuberculosis. But I mean, they said if that hard lump doesn't go away, then I have tuberculosis. If it does go away, then I don't. And it went away within 10-15 minutes of them doing it. So I mean, I'm fine with that, so I can get that job where I'm gonna be working. I can't say where because I can't have haters know where I'm working. I can't have haters knowing where I'm gonna move to either. Just know that it's a nicer place than this. It's a nicer neighborhood. You know, a lot of shit to do. I'm actually looking forward to it. And that's about it. I don't think I should have to pay for a bed frame or a box spring either because I don't want to pay for it. I just don't want one. I'm sorry. You know, that's, I don't care what the policy is for them. I don't want it. I don't want it. So, don't force me to have something I don't want. If if she's gonna pay for it, fine. I'm not paying. If I find out that it gets paid for through my money, I'm raising hell. And then I'm gonna recoup some of that money by going and scrapping the fucking bed frame for scrap metal. I'm not putting up with it. I shouldn't have to. You know, what would you tell someone from China if they wanted to sleep on the floor? What would you tell a Chinaman if they wanted to sleep on the floor? Oh no, you can't sleep like you do in China. We don't do that here. That would be racist now, wouldn't it? That would have been racist if you were to tell someone from China they couldn't sleep. They couldn't sleep like they do. Then you can't tell them that. You know, you can't tell them that they can't sleep like that. Because it'll be racist for them. Just like saying, oh, you're in America now, you're not allowed to be a Muslim. How racist would that be? You're not allowed to wear that. We're in America, this isn't Arabia. You know what I'm saying? So, that's all I gotta say. I'm this close to firing my county worker. And I'm not racist, I'm black. I'm a black man now. Because you can call me fucking Tyrone. Dragonlord Tyrone. I don't give a shit.